Oh, yeah. Exhausted.
Fuck yeah. I bet. A lot of work.
I think everything's working. Hopefully. Oh, the fan's on.
Oh yeah. You can hear that. It's crazy how much it picks that up.
I know, it's a crazy fan. Made out of knives.
Is it really?
I mean, pretty much. It's just metallic.
Uh,
What is this? Okay. Got 1, 2, 3.
are these just for testing or do we have to wear them?
You don't have to wear them. It just helps to hear your own voice.
Yeah, no, I like it. You're right.
Yeah.
I get too loud if I don't.
Yeah.
Right now I feel like I'm ASMR.
Picks up everything. It's beautifully self-reflective. You're just thinking about your own voice and what you're putting out into the world.
Yeah.
Just close up on you.
Like
I don't mean to say you're white, but it looks a little blown out.
for sure.
I look like I'm lost. This could be a little tighter.
Mm. Yeah. Does that something I have to move for you?
Can you?
Yeah.
Thank
probably.
you, man. It's like a little bit to this side.
Physically move it? No.
Yeah, that's good. And then like tighten it. No, it's on top of it's like the two little things, like
Oh,
yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Up a bit.
Yeah.
Can I go up?
Yeah, you can just force it up.
How about
That's good.
back
And then
up
a little bit this way. There we go.
That feels good.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, now we're doing it.
Yeah, now it looks
Just like
official.
just like we drew it up.
This is a good thing set up.
Fuck yeah.
So what do you think about cowboy hats?
I'm a big fan. I feel like it suits you big time. Yep. You look like a very authentic cowboy in that hat. How much does a cowboy hat like that go for?
$40.
Okay, that
It's
sounds
not
good.
bad.
I thought you were gonna say like 200.
Yeah.
That's how nice that hat looks.
Nice. Thank you. I got it in a place where they were selling $200 hats.
Yeah.
So maybe they just have a higher standard.
Yeah. Every time I've gone anywhere where they sell cowboy hats, I'm like, I want to buy one, but then I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to get it home because
You need a
How do you-
special case.
yeah, and
Or
I'm
you
not-
have to wear it at the airport.
yeah, fuck that. That's definitely I don't have the balls to wear a hat at the airport.
Well, even if you wear it to the airport, you have to take it off when you're on the airplane. You don't want to sit with like this thing on the back of your head,
Exactly.
the brim, keeping you from leaning your head back.
Exactly. But I need one for the sun. So now that I'm here in Austin, I need a hat.
Yeah.
I could wear a cowboy hat. I'm fine.
It's a white people sombrero.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's for the shade.
Yeah. Exactly.
Keeps it off your face so that you can still maintain your looks.
Yeah. Because I have one of those like safari hats, just like fucking shitty
Yeah.
brim. I wear that around. I look like a real asshole. It's good.
It's the same thing, just more
Just
stylish
more stylish.
and more cumbersome to store.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the fucking neighbor on Home Improvement. Stupid fishing hat.
Yeah, it's practical, those hats, but it just looks ridiculous.
For sure.
But a cowboy hat doesn't, because
It just makes you tough.
people have committed so many murders in them that you are afraid of it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny because, like, when I think of cowboys, I think of, like, roping and riding and
This
fucking.
guy doing his best.
Yeah. But then I also think of a guy.
Right.
I also think of a guy sitting around a campfire playing his guitar for his friends.
Mm-hmm, with
know?
a little hay out.
Yeah.
And the cowboy hat's over.
Yeah. It's like very two different people. It's like, hey,
The
man, can I
campfire.
just sing for you and play my guitar?
Like a liberal poet versus
Exactly. Shit kicking,
cattle.
wrangling,
Yeah.
cattle fucking,
Wrestling.
whatever they do. Yep.
They just know how to work around animals.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a cool thing?
I guess.
It's a little gay, isn't it?
That's what I'm getting at.
It's like, you're a horse guy?
Yeah. Exactly.
The horse girls are laughed at, but horse guys are just cowboys.
Exactly.
They smoke cigarettes. Why can't girls? Why can't there be like a lizard lot lizard
Yeah.
that's just into horses?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what cowboys are, like male lot lizards.
What is lot? I heard this term twice today. What's the lot lizard?
A lot lizard is like when you go to a rest stop
Yeah.
and it's in the middle of nowhere and there's just like some wrinkly old brown person from being out in the sun and she's wearing like a tank top and like jean shorts and she's trying to just talk to every man, just like she's like a broken robot, like Wally, but for sucking dick.
Okay, that's okay. I'll keep an eye out and $20 in my pocket. I'll be ready next time.
Yeah, apparently it's a big part of American culture.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to experience all the American culture.
Yeah, why was lot lizard brought up? Oh, cowboys.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. You said it. This is how you do your pod. You just jump right into it. Hey, you just get her done. I like it. Okay.
I learned from Joe Rogan.
Yeah, just do the
And Mark
conversation.
Maron, but mostly Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mark Maron used to have a good podcast.
Yeah, I used to listen to it. I haven't listened to it.
It fell off so hard.
What fell off? Like, how did it fall off? I just
It just no one listens to it
okay.
anymore.
We all just sort of collective conscious just stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I heard a theory. It's because he does that intros in the beginning where he just talks about nonsense,
Yeah, that could be.
where it's like just him talking about whatever. But
I have a crazy habit of almost every single podcast. As soon as I put it on, I drag it forward like 7 or 8 minutes. Like even I was listening.
past the bullshit.
I was listening to the Rogan Sam Morril one earlier, and I just went, whoop. And they were probably starting with something great because they just started talking, but I'm like, fuck it, get into it.
You're like, I want to see intimacy. I want to see them get past whatever.
We're gonna be a lot of hey, how are yous?
Yeah.
And fuck that. Let's just hear the conversation.
But what if they lived like a whole life before that and they knew each other from before?
Yeah, that's true. I do miss some references a lot by my method, but I'm like, what are they talking about?
This podcast makes no sense. Yeah. But would you do that with someone's life if you're like watching a life and you're like, this is boring. Let me get to where things start really getting good. Just skip to like when they're 15 or something, 10.
Yeah, I would. I would love to do it with kids. I don't like babies. I'd come back. If I had a kid, go off.
You don't like babies?
Come back. No, well, they're okay. But then I want to like leave the baby and then I want to go to war. I want to come back and the kid's like 13. And then I could be like, hey, what's up, son?
War is like fast forward for childhood.
Yeah, that's what I figure, right?
For being a father.
It's a good life hack. I don't want to do like the danger part of war. I want to be like a fancy guy in the back, right? That just doesn't have to do the violence.
You just want to call in.
Yeah.
You want to be the radio guy.
That's it. That's what I want. Yeah. Yeah, I want a nepotism. I want to be somebody's son, and they've got me all protected.
Do you carry a gun?
No.
When you're doing this in your fantasy?
I don't think so.
So you're just like
I got guns beside me, guys with guns, and I just stand there, and I'm like the guy that knows stuff, and they're like, "What do you think?" And I'm like,
you want to be respected by the jocks.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
You want to use your knowledge to parlay it into their physical violence.
Yeah. If your audience can't tell that I'm Canadian right now and know nothing about any of this, then they'll find out right now. Like,
yeah, because Americans know everything because we always are going to war all the time.
well, I feel like you guys are the guys that have the guns, and we're just the guys without the guns that are sitting next to you, being like, "Please do the violence if it's necessary."
Your country's like your fantasy.
Yeah, I'm my country, my fantasy. I'm just like
you just want to be a professional Canadian at a war.
Yeah,
who brought the Canadian? He's sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
I just want to like
moral support. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up.
Would it bother you if the war was fought for unjust reasons?
I can't imagine a war that isn't. Depends on who you talk to, right?
I mean, since World War II, it's been slim pickings.
Yeah, it's like depends on who you ask.
But imagine a war.
Propaganda.
Wouldn't that be the best? The best is if you're in the war for a good reason. Your second best is if you're in a war for not a good reason. The third best is not being in a war.
Yeah.
Because then you're not unified. You don't get to sing the songs and go to the movie theaters and stand up with your fellow citizens.
I think if you're I think whatever, you just want to be on the winning side. I think that seems like
so winning above everything.
But I think so for war. I think maybe right because I don't want to be
What
dead. I
about
don't want to be
Japan?
dead.
Japan lost, and they seem pretty fine.
Oh, Japan's so sick. You're right. I didn't
They're
think of
doing
that.
even better than Great Britain. They won. They still got fucked.
Right. I was only thinking about the immediate aftermath. But you're right. Long term, yeah, Japan's way better. I went there last year for the first time. They're fucking kicking ass over
I
there.
know.
So
They really
amazing.
got their shit together.
Mm-hmm.
They went from this and then they just the pivot, no loss of energy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
crazy.
No, that's sick. They don't even care about the rest of the world in a way that like they're 120 million people and they're like they're an island that's so small and they're like affecting every part of the world. Their food's everywhere, their culture's everywhere. They put out so much to the rest of us. And
Yeah.
then they're like, I don't know what it is, but it's weird how a place that small can have such a large effect. And then our shit doesn't really make it to them in the same way. They're like, oh, we don't care. We got our own thing over here. And I think that's fucking baller. It's cool.
I think we affect them a lot too. You don't think America affects them a lot?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just blown away by their culture so much that I don't really notice the effects that everything else has on it. Because I
They're
feel like,
punching above their weight class.
yeah, they're definitely afflicting more than you would think
Yeah.
from their geography.
It's like, holy shit, we could do it like that.
Yeah,
They're ideal.
yeah.
Like without them, we would just not know what to do. But we're like, come on, can we kind of make it like Japan?
Yeah. I feel like you could go anywhere to any place in the fucking world and get sushi. But I don't. But in Japan, I don't think you can get like an American hamburger or barbecue anywhere. Right? Like it's
What are
pretty,
you talking
pretty
about?
specific spots.
You can always find a McDonald's. That's the thing about McDonald's is they're everywhere.
Yeah, McDonald's.
We don't have fine dining in America.
You're right. I forgot about McDonald's. You're right. I'm not a McDonald's guy.
I mean, I think that you have like an idealized version of Japan.
I do definitely 100%. I was only there for 5 days. Like, of course I do.
Their criminal justice system is crazy.
What do they got?
Basically, if you are charged with a crime, it's a 99% conviction rate.
Holy fuck.
So they just throw you in jail. And then they do whatever the fuck they want. The prisoner abuse is crazy. You're
I'm
just
out.
an object.
Japan
Like you
sucks.
fucked up.
I'm out.
Like as long as you're polite, they're nice to you. But if you fuck up, then it's just Bataan death march. They don't give a fuck about people that fuck up.
Oh, dude, I do not want that at all.
David Cho got imprisoned at Japan and he started drawing shit with his pee,
Whoa.
drawing stuff with his pee and poo, actually.
What?
Because they wouldn't give him anything and he was going crazy. It's for like shoplifting.
Holy fuck. That's crazy. I had no idea about that.
Japanese people are crazy. And they're crazy racist to Koreans and Chinese people.
I heard about that. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. And they never fully apologized for basically Nazi level shit that they did. Even worse than the Nazis. They just didn't have trains. They just killed people on the spot. They didn't transport you and then kill you. So it's harder to track how much shit they did, but they killed so many Chinese people.
Yeah, I think I was definitely focusing on the sushi and the clothing, the anime. Probably wasn't thinking about history or prison.
Uniqlo.
Yeah.
Uniqlo's Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't thinking, maybe I was thinking about the technology is pretty cool.
Well, Koreans have to live next to this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't know. So,
Water's tough.
I know.
You got it, buddy.
It's weirdly icy.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Well,
My throat's so fucked from smoking so much. It's all
Yeah.
numb back there. I don't know which hole it's going down until it's halfway down there.
do you smoke all day long?
Sometimes.
Yeah, nice. As well.
Not today.
Yeah, not today.
I smoked a little bit before
Yeah,
when it came out.
we were at the Barton Springs. You didn't smoke anything. I thought for sure you were
No.
going to be.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
because you weren't smoking and I also have a set tonight.
Mm.
It's better if you wait a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't want it to be a different thing. I don't want it to just be my constant life, or otherwise, what's the point? Then I just have to spend money to feel normal.
Yeah, man. Holy shit. That's a good point.
So I want it to be a special thing and be like, it's time to fuck myself up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I need to be a little boost.
I feel like that with drinking. Like, 'cause I just, always find an excuse every day, have a beer, have a drink. And then I realize I'm like, oh fuck, I'm just doing this. So then if I take a few days off, when you go back to it and you have one, you're like, oh, that's good. Like it actually
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
So I get on that train a little bit.
And it hits you harder.
Yeah, that's for sure too. It just feels like a little treat instead of just like you said, just your norm.
Yeah.
Weird. So I'll make fun of other people. Like if you have ice cream every day, I would make fun of you so hard. If you had pizza every day, I'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? But like I'm sitting there drinking beers every day, not thinking anything of it. So
It hits you different. It gets into your life in a different way than
yeah,
pizza or ice cream.
that's fair. That's fair.
Are you addicted to like food at all?
Uh, I think the only thing, not really. I'm pretty good with food. I have trouble like when I have a trouble like when I'm on the road touring or something. I'm always like, I guess it started being like, oh, I'm on the road. I can have like a hamburger and fries and just eat like shit all day, right?
Yeah.
And then that's fine when you're starting out. And then I started going on the road more and more and more, and that mentality stayed. And next thing I know, I'm like,
You're just a fatso now.
yeah, I'm just out 200 days a year, like in airports, and I'm just eating like shit every time. And I'm like, oh yeah, you have to turn this ship around eventually and be like, okay, can't just be because you're at an airport that you get to drink at 7 in the morning and have burger and fries.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was like a problem for a minute, but I've dialed that back. So I don't really think I have too many food issues now, but still a little bit with like, I can't say no to a French fry or a chip. Those are my big weaknesses, I think.
Chips like Frito-Lays or
Yeah, anything, any salty little crunchy bastard, get in me. Oh, buddy.
do you like to chew a lot of it till there's like a giant mat wad of chip
No,
and you just pick it off your teeth?
that grosses me out.
So you just swallow it, you just like crunch, 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 swallow.
As fast as I can, as many as I can, as long as I can, until someone takes the bag away or I die.
You like the texture,
I
the
think so.
saltiness?
The saltiness. I think,
So you could just like chew it. You should just have like chewing gum.
dude, sometimes at home, I'll just go and take like some seasoning salt or something and just lick it off my palm. Like I'm like a horse. I do like fucking salty.
You just need some cumin or something. Just snort a line of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure, there's like vitamin C in there or something that you're like your body's craving.
Probably. That could be. Oh, shit. We're dissecting my life. This is what fucking Dr. Drew. Are you a salty or sweet guy? What's your weakness with food?
Probably Thai food or like curry or sweetness, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Are you?
Well, you said Thai food, and I just immediately got hungry. I'm like, I think I need right after this. I'm gonna get Thai food.
Something triggered in you?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my God.
I love it. It's fun, man.
Thai food is the best. I've been getting it so much.
Yeah,
I'm addicted to DoorDash.
I was gonna say you don't go for it; they bring it to you.
Oh yeah.
You're just like, I'm Hans Kim, bring me the fucking food, right? And they're like, we have your number, we don't need your name, sir.
Yeah. Just tweet it. We'll come get you.
Yeah.
Just put up a story.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, I love Thai food. I just am so addicted to DoorDash. I mean, it's at some point it's like, okay, I can either not eat today or get DoorDash. So
Right.
then you DoorDash. And then it's like, I'm too tired to make food. Let me just DoorDash.
Yeah,
So then it's just always, you're always just ordering food and it costs so much, but you're like, whatever.
exactly.
I'm investing in myself.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah,
You get the same thing every time, or you just like pretty habitual?
pretty much. I get pad see ew or pad thai, and then I get curry.
Fuck it, perfect.
2 meals.
That's all you need.
Oh gosh.
I do. I'm hella boring when it comes to like, I like making my own food, but I make the same thing every time. I'll be like chicken and broccoli, chicken and rice, like like it's so predictable. So I have to DoorDash something sometimes, or else I'm just gonna keep eating the same thing every day, which I don't really
You
mind.
need to take care of yourself, and your brain requires novelty
Yeah,
to consume nutrients.
I think so.
So if you enjoy it, you're gonna have more energy.
That's a good point. Do you ever fast, like not accidentally, like on purpose?
Yeah, I do a little bit of the intermittent fasting every now and then.
Yeah.
I don't eat till like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And when I first started doing it, it felt so amazing. It would like hurt, but in a good way. Where I was like, fuck, I'm like clearing out all the gunk and shit in my stomach right now. Just burn it all through and it's completely empty. And then you start throwing things down there.
Yeah. Yeah, I did 3 3-day ones in the last 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and that felt really good.
3 days. So like 3 days, and then you
Yeah.
went back, and then 3 days
No,
again.
no, like every 2 months I did one 3-day one.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I
And
I
I
had like
love
a
it.
stomach virus once, and I couldn't eat, and it made me so sad that there wasn't a meal that I was looking forward to.
Oh yeah. It's boring as fuck.
Yeah, because it's like a drug. You get a little high, you get to taste things and feel things that are
Totally.
good. And to not have that, that is crazy.
Yeah, that's the worst part about it. People are like, aren't you hungry? More than hungry, it's just you're mentally like, yeah, you don't have anything to look forward to. You're
Yeah.
like, I don't even know what are we doing? Like,
You sort of plan your day around eating.
oh yeah, totally.
And when you take it out, it's just like one giant amorphous mess.
The only way I was able to do it was just have an insane amount of video to edit. So I was just constantly like throwing myself into the work of just like getting in a monotony of like,
I can't wait till AI does that for us.
dude, then
So like, cut this clip up.
I'm gonna be fat as fuck.
Video editing has got to be one of the most time consuming things and emotionally difficult things because you're staring at yourself and hearing your voice.
Yeah.
And for like a 10-minute, 10-second clip,
And I'm hard as a rock the whole time 'cause I'm watching myself.
it is appreciating
Yeah.
good genetics, good, good Scandinavian genes.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you from?
It's like all, oh my God, it's like 99.5% is all that northern England, Ireland, Scotland, that whole area. And then there's like 2.5% from Italy.
Nice.
It's
So
like,
you're mostly like straight English,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
Great Britain.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome till you go out in the sun. Then it's not.
Have you been to London and been like, this feels perfect for
Oh,
my skin?
I go to London regularly and I feel right at home.
Do people like treat you like English until you open your mouth?
100%. Yeah. They're like, oh, he
Like, I
belongs
thought
here.
you talk like
Right
this.
this way. Yeah. I dig that part of the world a lot. Like I don't get bothered by the weather or nothing. It's
You like the culture and history?
yeah, yeah.
It's like Game of Thrones happened there.
It's fucked up. And as soon as the queen died, I was like legit a bit sad because I was like, I like the queen. And then I'm like, now we should just stop with all of that.
No queens,
Like just no, just oh, just like
just kings.
all in, fold all of it, put the monarchy away. We don't need this shit anymore. It was fun for the
Turn
queen.
every castle into an Airbnb.
Literally, yes. Come on, make some really cool bars and some of them so I can go visit those. Yeah,
Let's turn it into an escape room.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it already, yeah, exactly. Some of them are pretty set up for that. I think if you look in the right rooms.
Yeah, they got like bookcases and shit that you can move
Oh yeah,
with
definitely,
with the fucking fire poker.
definitely.
I love England. I think that's what I like about not being in America is a history. Like in
Yeah.
Korea too, a lot of people fucked up our shit over the past, but England, they had like a long streak ever since the Romans or the Normans or whatever.
Yeah.
They've got to preserve that. No one, actually, the Germans, I guess, bombed them, but they didn't destroy any cultural sites and they didn't get invaded.
No,
So it's like,
there's some pretty old shit you can go. You go have a drink at a bar that's been there for 1,000 years. You know, and I keep going back to bars, but like still, like, it's crazy.
there's a bar that's like this, and a bar that's like that.
How old of a country is Korea?
Oh, I don't know, because there used to be like three kingdoms, and then there's Koguryo, and then Koryo, and I don't know. It was a different names, but
Right, but you can go
Korean
there.
people have had a civilization for like, I don't know, maybe 6,000 years.
Holy fuck!
I have no idea. I'm making it up.
No, that sounded good. Sounded good.
But yeah, what was I gonna say about that? Like being in America, there's no history and
Mhm.
shit. So you don't feel as connected. You're like, why do I care about politics or what happened in the 1800s?
Right.
Even though still very interesting. Like Texas has crazy history with the Comanches and shit.
Yeah.
But there's just more shit, and you feel like, oh shit, I'm just like a little fish in this giant sea of time.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it, actually. Yeah, something about old buildings make you feel that way. I mean, you don't need the buildings, but it really helps. Because,
Yeah.
like, I know Canada's even younger than America. You go to like the oldest part of Canada, and it's like, this has been here since 1890, and they're like impressed to show it to you, and you're like, cool, dude.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, it's like a fucking shitty log cabin.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I think it's crazy when I go to a business and they have like established, and then they
Mm.
tell you the year, and it's not even like impressive. It's like 2021. It's like, why are you bragging about this?
You got to keep that off your sign until it's like 30 years,
Yeah.
40, 50 years down the line. Then you put it up.
Even like 97, I'm like, okay, I guess you have the internet, so
Yeah, exactly. And just
no.
lie. No one's going to fact check you.
Yeah, someone's gonna be like, I was here back in the day, and you weren't here.
Yeah. I think when I was like, I wonder when I was younger, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really plan on what I wanted to do with my life, but like, I always thought it was kind of cool when people were like, took over family businesses.
Yeah.
We didn't, that wasn't really an option, my thing, but like, I like the idea of that, like where something was established 70 years ago and my dad did it and his dad did it. And, you know, I like that. Not for me, but I like it. If I run into it, I'm like, nice.
What did you say?
No, I just like the idea of like generational businesses. Like when
Oh, like
my father
Zildjian?
handed down to me and I handed down to you. And I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Is it kind of because if you have like three kids, one of them is going to be like, well, I might as well do this thing.
Yeah.
But if you're forced, if you're the only child and you're like, you have to make shoes, that could be depressing.
That's true. Yeah, you want to have options. You want to have one of your siblings take over, so you don't
Yeah.
have to do it.
Take shifts. You do
Yeah,
your 3 year shift. I get to go backpacking and then I come back.
yeah, yeah. I watched Succession and it looked complicated.
That show is just a
The
lot of
documentary, right?
important phone calls.
That's true.
They love doing business. That's how business gets done, apparently.
Yeah, yeah,
They're just like, I don't like it. Make it more. Give me 7 more.
yeah.
I don't know. They just take themselves so seriously. Like, this is an important phone call. And those people are always assholes in public.
100%.
So it's hard for me to relate.
Hang on. How do you do your deal? And like, did you have an agent that handles all your money talk, or are you ever on the phone being like, I need a better fucking split? No, you better
No.
lean a little harder, motherfucker.
I just look at the date and this city
Yeah.
and I'm like, yes or no. I don't even look at the numbers.
You just whatever they're offering. You just say, I'll
Yeah.
take the standard, whatever. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you should get in there if you fucking make some important phone calls. Squeeze them for every percent.
I want to do that as little as possible.
Me too, dude.
The
Me
more
too.
I have to do that, the worse my life is going.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I 100% agree. I remember when we had our TV show. There's four of us on the show, and their agent was like, "All right, how are we gonna break this up money wise and everything?" And we're like, "We all just have to make the exact same amount of money." And she's like, "Well, no, we could like, you could fight for your." I'm like, literally, this is gonna get so messy so fast if we start counting all who contributed what where. Like that would be insane, right? You're working with three of your friends. Let's
Yeah.
just fucking all make the exact same and make this simple because I would hate for, like you get 1% more than somebody else. Oh my God, what a nightmare.
Yeah. Humans beings aren't meant to be that fair.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just need it to be split evenly, I guess.
I think so because I couldn't handle that. Like, even if I was on the side of making more, I'd be like, now I have to do more. Let's just all be even.
Yeah.
I don't know, but fairness won't get you very far in this world yet, but maybe one day.
Hmm.
I don't know. I try not to take advantage of people like when I'm like quoting fucking corporate gigs is my lead. That's a big part of what I do. And quoting those are the hardest ones because you never know what the number is. They're not going to tell you, you don't know if they got 2,000, 4,000, 20,000. I don't know. I'm guessing at what your budget is. And this feels awful because then you guess way too high. You insult them. They're like, well, we can't afford that. You're like an asshole.
And they ghost you.
But if you go so low, then you're like, I don't know. Why can't we all just be like, hey man, cards on the table. What do you think's fair? Like, I'm not trying to rip anybody
Just
else.
on the count of 3,
Yeah.
give a range.
Yeah. I don't know. But I guess that's what agents are for. I haven't had any luck with that either.
Yeah, it's hard to say how much, but that's the good thing about comedy clubs is that you just sell the tickets and you're like, hey, we brought in this much. How do you want to split it?
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Yeah, that's always the fairest, I guess.
yeah,
Pick a door deal and just fucking.
that 2 drink thing is so annoying.
That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
like just make the tickets more expensive
Yeah,
and
and let people order if they want to order. Like,
yeah,
I wonder that too, because it's not. It takes a $25 ticket and makes it $50 pretty fucking quick.
Yeah.
And you're
I
like,
just don't like the coercive element of
yeah,
the audience is now just feeling like they're getting milked.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
But I don't know. It's become so ubiquitous that it's like everyone you can't really fight it
Yeah.
now.
I was doing a show where I was selling tickets on Eventbrite in Canada. I accidentally had the Eventbrite set to USD. So everyone was paying like $35, which they thought was Canadian, but it turned out it was like US, so it was like $50 Canadian for this show. And I didn't realize right away. And then sold like 160 tickets. And I was like, oh. And then I got a couple of emails from people that had realized. But I know that most people don't check their visa statements that quickly. So I go to the show, and at the end of the show, I just did the most like heartfelt speech ever. So no one would email me afterwards looking for like a refund. I was just like, it's so hard to be a magician and perform. I appreciate you guys supporting it. Like I went really deep, really sincere, like stuff I do believe. But
Yeah.
I made sure the last like 4 minutes of the show was this. So like anyone who was going to email about this $15 or
They had
whatever,
to sit through your timeshare pitch.
pretty much, but they also would have been like, nah, he needs it. You know, I didn't get any more emails
I mean, when
after.
you have them in the audience, you have them emotionally, so you can just tell them whatever you want.
I honestly, I wasn't trying to manipulate. I was trying to manipulate them, but it was honesty from the heart. So I think it worked. I think it worked.
Honest manipulation.
That's most of my shows are that though. Me renting the spot and then selling all the tickets myself. I get very few like deals where people are bringing me in. It's mostly me throwing a dart at a place and being like, okay, I'm gonna rent some venue here and put on a show.
That's cool.
And it's cool, but it's like so stressful because you take on all the risk.
Yeah.
Like spend thousands of dollars before the doors even open.
And you don't know if there's going to be like a window open or like there's like the AC's broken or whatever.
That's true too. It's fucking scary.
Yeah.
But mostly it works out pretty good.
Yeah. And then you get all the profits.
Exactly.
I
Just gotta
know.
pay some rental fee, so pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Do you want to call it?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. I don't know how long we've been talking for.
I
Oh shit.
don't know either.
Oh.
Do you want to play video games?
I'm very bad at video games. But yeah, we can if you
Or we
want.
can watch something.
Sure. How long do you normally podcast for?